Hi folks, John Cordisco back again. Sorry it's been a while since my last video. Pretty busy here. I run a business, a convenience store in upstate New York, and I'm running for local public office, so taking up a little bit more of my time than I would like, but unfortunately it sucks when life runs into your chest time. Oh well. This is round 2 of Dortmund 2015. Classic. This is a classic Kramnik. Kramnik is white. Needs no introduction. The chess world, former world champion. Still going in his 40s. He's still a force to be reckoned with. And as white, Hou Yifan, current women's world champion. Like I said, this is classic Kramnik. So take a wild guess what he plays. The Berlin. That's a shocker. We'll go through the opening a little bit here. We've seen Berlin till we're all not sick of it. It's an interesting opening if you want to go really deep, but castles, knight e7, d4, a6, pawn takes, c takes, queen takes, knight g6. All right, there we go. A little bit different version of the Berlin, but the Berlin nonetheless. Kramnik, of course, the expert. He's the one that started this whole thing years ago. Kramnik told Nigel Short once that his Berlin, his goal was to stop players from playing e4. He's damn near succeeded. Anyway, let's take a look at the position here. It's pretty much even. Tiny advantage for white. He's up a pawn, but it isn't that big of a deal. White's a little cramped, though. Rook over. I mean, in all fairness, this poor knight's stuck. This poor knight's stuck babysitting this pawn. This bishop can't get out. So for right now, I like black, and the computer agrees. Small advantage. Knight c4. Now the computer did that. That's showing that white is ganging up on the e5 pawn. Like we couldn't tell already. Queen over. Knight e3. He's trying to bring the knight around. Interesting, though, might have been knight back again. I don't think any human would have done that. That was a computer suggestion. Knight takes. Queen of d5. Knight c5. And already, white's in trouble. Excuse me. It's really crazy here. How did he get such an advantage already? Right now, the computer's showing a pawn and a quarter advantage already around move 16. Kramnik knows this by heart. Played it a million times. b4 to chase the knight. Hits the queen. Queen takes. Knight takes. Knight to f5. Rook over. I mean, what's white really have here? The computer shows it a point and a half up for black, but yeah, he has an advantage. I mean, it looks really crappy here. This bishop's going to screw up his pawns if he takes. I don't know, what is this knight really doing here? I can't tell. Black has the open file, and this bishop's yet to be developed. a4. Rook to d3, here he comes. We're on move 20, and black already has a sizable advantage. This is classic Kramnik. Starts off with little advantages and wait for his opponent to miscue. He's got a block. As you can see, what will happen is bishop will take, and after pawn takes, rook takes, and white is just doomed. So he has to block. Taking away one of the escape squares. If this knight ever gets chased off, now this square is gone. So the knight can't go here, 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 here. The only place he can go are here and here. That knight isn't really doing much. Those of you that were wondering about knight takes the pawn instead. Knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes, and it's overwhelming advantage for black. As you can see, rook can't take it in this scenario because of the mate. And of course, black takes the pawn. What's white going to do here? I mean, it's a shambles. She goes a5. Rook to b3. Pawn takes. Pawn takes. Rook takes. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. Doesn't look that bad for white, but it is. It's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. White's pieces don't seem to be very harmonized very well. Let's see if she can get out of this. Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight to g5. Go right after that pawn right away. Gonna lose it anyway. Might as well get your king out of danger. Knight takes, and it's just horrible. Look at white here. A pawn down, but that pawn on b4 is gonna go soon. Rook to e4, tried desperately to hold on to that pawn. And knight to f4. And look at this. Look at the pieces all swarming. Rook here from the king. Knight's here. Knight's here. It's just horrible. And look how safe black's king is. And that's where Hou Yifan resigns. Give you an idea. Knight check, spite check, I call it. This is what the computer suggests. Rook takes. E takes, and it's just horrible, absolutely horrible. How is white going to survive that? So she said the heck with it and resigned. So there it is, a classic Kramnik game, just slowly turning the screws into your opponent, miscues under the pressure. So a game from round 2 of Dortmund 2015. I hope you enjoyed it. So Kramnik, even though he's getting older, he's still got his skills. Old guys rule. Being I'm 58, I can say that. Anyway, folks, I want you all to remember, if you think chess is just a game, you're not playing it right. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.